so let's get into the game. Let's do it. We're still in the Varnhold DLC, so for you guys interested in seeing more of Pathfinder, it's basically now. Man, I love this game. I love it so much. I can't wait to play it to completion. It's one of those games that, like I said, it's kind of like, it's the same as Witcher, in the sense that it takes hundreds of hours to complete. And it's really a huge time commitment. So you have to think like very hard before jumping into one of those. And I'm glad I took the jump, but also I'm glad that you guys are here to watch it. Because 2 hours of talking to myself would be kind of long. 2 hours, 200 hours. And the thing too is, like, I'm super interested in knowing what happens in the DLC, obviously, but like I'm mostly interested to know what happens in the main story. And that bit we won't see for a while still. I was also watching another streamer, and I think he decided to do the entire game and then do the DLC, which is kind of interesting because he's going to miss on some choices and decisions made during the DLC that impacts the main game. So I'm glad we're doing it this way. Oh god. Okay. So we had just had the conversation with Seafall and Magar. And we're to the point where we need to sell and then go on adventures, but on our own this time. We're not bringing Magar with us. And Seafall probably not as well. Surety. Yep. I want to sell. How far away am I to level? Oh, I'm so close. Okay. Interesting. Curity. Curity is her name. I'm going to say the first one. We're lucky to have a resourceful person like you on our side. Of course you are. Without me, you'd all be paupers. But why are you sucking up to me? You after the beer in my stock? I'm not pouring any today. Don't get your hopes up. No, that's not what I wanted to do. I need some equipment. Cool. Offer. Oh, Jesus, yeah. Thank God. And then we're going to sell a bunch of stuff, because, I mean, I don't use any of that stuff. Wait. I love this. Yeah, these are just regular light hammers. That sickle I don't need, absolutely not. I'm going to sell, like... I might keep the ring 2 here. I'm not planning on making any body. I'm gonna keep the one of heal. Obviously. I kind of want... Oh, dude, you know what? Let's sell those. I'm not using them. And I'm not gonna be using them either. Unless the DLC brings me even more characters that I don't know about, I think... Oh, the DLC might actually bring me more characters now that I think about it. If I'm not always going to be with Magar and Seafall, that means that I'm going to have other characters with me at some point. No, they're here. Why are they here, though? They're not supposed to be. Well, whatever. Deal. Okay. So... there were stuff that I wanted, wasn't it? I think it was a... Wait. +2 int? Oh, I don't have one of those. Oh. I want one of those. But it's not going to be int. It's going to be... Whiz? Yeah, Wiz. Let's get some more rations. I know I have plenty already, but it's just in case. I need one of those rods, but not that one. I need the one that's the timer one. Well, you know what? I'm not even gonna bother buying this. Let's go and see the other vendor. One of them sells the rod. I'm fairly certain. I think he patrols here. Does he? Where is he right now? Yeah. Whew. Here we go. Show me your wares. Do you summon the magic stuff? You don't? Ah, come on. So he doesn't sell them. Wow. Ooh, this is good. Controlled fireball? It's pretty freaking amazing. I don't know what to do with this. Oh. Hold on, guys. Sorry, guys. Had to help Van. Oh, there they are. What are the chances that I randomly roll and then I find the thing I wanted? Oh my god. And it's not what I want. It's just not what I want. I want to reach the duration one, and it's none of these. It's not the maximize. Yeah, that's not it. It's not empower. And it's not quicken. Mine is the one with duration. Hey, Tiff, what's up? How you doing? So yeah, so we don't need any of these. Yeah, apparently not. So, whatever. Unfortunately. What is innervation? What? You can temporarily de-level an enemy? Oh my god. It's only 11 charges though, but still, wow, that's pretty intense. Yeah, I don't need any of these. Doing better? Awesome. Save. What do I need to do? Look into Willis Gunderson. Oh, he's in the tavern.
What's in wait for me there, I wonder?
Oh. Hold on. What is that? From Valor and Honor, 10 Adventures of the Splendid Willis Gunderson in Absalom. Hold on. From the author, Prologue, Adventure 1, The Fearless Rescue of a Lone Tempting Beauty, Adventure 2, Visiting the Beauty, Skillful Illustrations, Adventure 3, Running from the Beauty's Enraged Spouse, Hiding in the Catacombs, In the Corner of the Tavern, some recipes of food and drinks studied by the author during his attempt to hide in the tavern, lol, Seeking Rescue Among Artists of the Traveling Circus, In the Tiger's Cage, Running from Tigers, Failing to Escape Tigers, Salvation from Tigers by the Servant of the Beauty's Spouse, Reunion with the Beauty, A Long Conversation About Valor and Honor, A Proper Farewell, Epilogue, The Author's Parting Words, a page for the author autograph in case you are lucky enough to meet him. Oh my god. This guy is so full of himself. This is incredible. No way. Dressed in clean clothes, shiny boots, and in full accessory, Willis Gunderson looks even more jovial than he did when you met him on the road. Ah, there you are, my lady. What a pleasure it is to see you again. Tell me about yourself. Oh, I'm quite a boring person, believe me. Willis' tone makes it clear that he's joking. Boredom has led me to learn a dozen ancient languages, decipher a trove of ancient manuscripts and chronicles, and riddle out the locations they mention and the relics hidden there. In between these rather boring tasks, I've written a few brilliant novels and a dozen poems. Indeed, I had to flee to this backwater from my admirers and fans. I do hope no one here knows the name of Willis Gunderson, or I shall have to flee again. Fame, I'm afraid, is the most boring thing in the world. Sure. So what brings a scientist, traveler, and researcher of antiquities to our savage lands? I was led here by some information I discovered while translating the writings on an ancient stone panel. Willis' eye burned with excitement. It was a heavy granite slab the size of a door, but a mere pocket notebook for the ones who made their marks on it. Haha, ancient Cyclopes. It was they who wrote those inscriptions on the slab. Ancient Cyclopes, unlike today's poor savages, were darkly clever. They maintained their brilliant civilization through dreadful magic. And what was written on the slab? Nothing terribly significant. It described Cyclops' settlement across the Tors of Lebanese and mentioned the incredible magic treasures had been stored here in the past, but that was thousands of years ago. There is scarce a chance that anything remains today. Even that bracelet I found was hardly anything more than a valuable knickknack. But even if I don't find any real artifacts, I will continue my search in the name of science. Okay, I see. So you're going to write a book about us. Oh, we're well beyond that. I've already started. Your comrades from the Varning host already gave me all the background I'll need to flesh out the first few chapters. I'm still thinking of a title, but the chapter about your encounter with centaurs near the city of Olo Eyes will be called Ripples on the Water. Poetic, relevant to the location, and it foreshadows mysterious events to come. I mean, he's not wrong. I heard that Jubilos Narthropple was visiting your western neighbors. I don't know anyone who still attends his lectures or reads his articles. The obnoxious gnome can never manage to do without making sarcastic jokes at the expense of his own audience. But never mind. How unfair would it be if a well-known publicist showed interest in one newborn barony, while leaving its neighbor, our sweet and slightly wild Varnholds, out in the cold? Do you see how lucky you are that Willis Gunderson himself has paid Varnhold a visit? What, Jubilos Narthropple himself in our lands? Willis exhales in indignation and stares at the floor. This was rude, my good lady. You might at least have pretended to be just as impressed by me as by him. But fine, as you please. Willis Gunderson has yet to show what he is worth. Okay, and what kind of character will I be in your book? You will be assistant to the main character, Baron Varn, but don't despair. Usually supporting characters are loved all the more, and they get into all sorts of fun that a main character simply couldn't be forgiven for. You know what, Nymeria? I think you'll make the most charming character in the book, and after its smashing success, they'll be begging me for more. Perhaps I'll make you the main character in the series. Sure. I love it. Usually they're like, well, you know, like, What's up? And I love that this guy is like, don't you have any other questions? Because he wants the attention. Willis, how about we discuss antiquities and relics in a more private setting? There are quiet rooms upstairs. Oh god, no. Have you seen the Galton Troublemaker, the one who started the uprising in the city? Indeed I have. Haha. I was just telling my friends here about the touching sign of friendship and affection that Baron Varn showed to me when these troublemakers came in with their silly talk. I had to spend a few minutes explaining to the lady how ridiculous her messages are and how disgusting it is how she expresses them. That told her, so then the troublemaker ran out of the tavern. She's not going to risk crossing paths with me again. I suspect she's on her way back to Galt. Willis toys with a strand of his hair and smiles cheekily. Well, thank you for the conversation. I have to go. Interesting. Okay, I mean, that task is done. Is it just completed or do you need to turn it in? I think it's just done. It is. Of cows and other matters political. The God Investigators is hiding somewhere in the area, but how could she be rooted out? The embers of revolt must be tamped down before they rise in blaze, and the evidence will be useful. Talk to the tavern keeper.
Trail me.
Yo. I had a report that a troublemaker from Galt was seen here. Yes, that scumbag. We've seen a lot like her. She wandered in here talking about tyranny and justice when she really was just looking for something to steal. She came in with a small group. I think they were from a farm that's near the town. They sat here for a long time saying things that made me sick to hear. First, they were talking about Ignash the sorcerer, saying he was a bloodsucker, tricking the simple people. Then they talked about how to get into the armory to get some weapons. They decided they couldn't manage it. Too many guards. But then they remembered there would be pitchforks and scythes in the barn. In the end, they started talking to people, trying to stir them up for a riot, but nobody would listen. I showed them to the door and sent word to the treasurer right away. I don't know where they went. I think they said something about fishermen on the river. Do something with her for Desna's sake. Kick her so hard she rolls back to Galt. Otherwise, she'll wind up some fools and they'll burn down the whole town. We'll talk to the people, but you'd best go find out where she is and what she's doing. Come back anytime. Okay. Wow. Okay, what about now? Ignash the sorcerer. That's a cool little quest. I'm looking for a troublemaker who has been stirring the people to riot. Have you seen her? I saw her, yes I did. She picked my pockets clean, but it's alright. A pocket is not a belly. If they cut it, you can stitch it up and fill it again. But the things she stole won't be good for her. No, they won't. She's invited trouble upon herself, silly girl. Okay. Go wherever you want, but you can't get away from your fate. No. As you leave, the old man keeps mumbling something incoherent. Okay. Interesting. The granary. Where's the granary from around here? I mean, what looks like a granary anyway? Like, is this a granary? Like, nothing strikes me as a granary. Oh, maybe it is. He took the pitchfork, scythes, and flails from the barn. Anything that could be used as a weapon. Oh, the guard is on the ground. The guard has been knocked senseless, but she's alright. Well, shit. Fishermen in the river might know something. Where's the river? Okay, fishermen are around here. Oh, I can't, this, oh, I didn't know this worked. Down with the tyrant, okay. This is so poorly written. We will win. They suck. Oh my god. What is this one? Up the revolution. Yes. None of the general's leads have yet uncovered the troublemaker, but maybe the tavern owners were able to discover something. Okay, we'll go back to the tavern owners. Apparently. I looked around, but I haven't found the troublemakers yet. Do you have any news? She never appeared in the tavern again, but people are saying. You hear voices and the clanking of iron from outside. It looks like the mob has gathered near the tavern. You hear the familiar voices of your guard and another voice ringing out, yelling sharp slogans about tyranny. Svedit turns pale and reaches for the crossbow she keeps hidden under the counter. It looks like you won't have to go looking for her after all. Come on, General. Let's give it to these scoundrels. Oh, level up. Oh, nice. I'll take that level up. Thank you. What else can we do here? Okay. Do we decide what we wanted to do last time? I forgot. This would be neat eventually. Is there another, like, summon thing I could do? I don't have spell focus, do I? No. So I could technically do spell focus, necromancy. Wait, before I do that, what's my spell book? These are necromancy. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. So, necromancy would be, I think, good here. So if I do that, necromancy, next. It makes my spell like a lot harder to resist, which is not the point. The point is that next time I'd be able to pick something else. But maybe, you know what? Maybe I won't take that. I don't know. What else could I use? No. No, definitely not. Nope. Dodge? No. It's not reach, it's extend that I need. But I wouldn't be able to use it on the Skellies.